Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my video. This is Alpha Digital Asset Management Daily Bitcoin Update. Here to bring you a little update about Bitcoin in the news, just to keep up with what's going on in the markets. Today, something actually really funny happened. I don't know if you guys remember a couple days ago, Janet Yellen, who used to be the federal chair, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, now the Treasury Secretary, she said that Bitcoin was super inefficient. And then yet today we see here the Fed system that allows banks to send money back and forth went down for several hours. So FedWire, Fed ACH, all the stuff the Federal Reserve uses to move money between banks is down. Basically, the money printer got overheated and it jammed and it shut down. So I just think it's hilarious that Yellen can literally say Bitcoin is extremely inefficient, and then the Fed goes down days later while Bitcoin is still up and thriving. To me, this is just another point for Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin is literally the best version of money that's ever existed in all humanity. Gold was good money. Bitcoin's better than gold. I'm sorry, but Bitcoin is just a better version than gold. It's like the internet's version of gold. Gold is getting disrupted by the internet. Bitcoin's going to go to a $10 trillion market cap, which is $500,000 per coin. In fact, I was flipping through ARK Invest, which is like a pretty popular hedge fund ETF, like passive or actively managed ETFs right now. Kathy Wood, ARK Invest, they're talking about Bitcoin's fundamentals and how they think it can go to $500,000 per coin. Let me find it. It's like a little down farther right here. So wait, where is it? And right here. So they think it can reach 200,000 to 500,000, and I believe that might take a little bit of time. I've said maybe it takes 50 years to go to 500,000. Maybe it's less than that. I think 50 years might actually be kind of slow, but I'm willing to wait 50 years for Bitcoin to go to $500,000 per coin, because Bitcoin is the greatest version of money that's ever existed on planet Earth. So you should dollar cost average into Bitcoin, secure your Bitcoin offline in a physical device, which I always like to remind people. Oh shoot, I don't have one handy. Oh, I don't have a physical device handy, but basically a flash drive that you can offline your Bitcoin to. There are lending services where you can make 12% on your USDC, which is a stable coin, and 6% on your Bitcoin, but you're taking that counterparty risk, lending your assets to that company to do what they're going to do with it to make money for you. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Yellen saying that Bitcoin sucks, and then the Fed actually going down. So it's kind of like, yo, Bitcoin's never been down. The Fed's down. It's kind of hilarious that it happened literally days later. Another thing I want to briefly touch on is shitcoins or altcoins versus Bitcoin. Listen, if you don't own 10 Bitcoin, you probably have no reason to mess with altcoins. You should dollar cost average into Bitcoin, offline your Bitcoin, use lending to make the 6% on your Bitcoin and 12% on your USDC, and then take that interest from their USDC at 12% and buy dips on Bitcoin to accumulate your stack. But you never want to sell your Bitcoin. You want to keep your Bitcoin offline, secure, held privately with your private key secured, because that's the best way to invest in Bitcoin. Altcoins are hit or miss. Like, I mean, they are going up in value massively. Like, for one of my clients, we turned 10,000 into 22,000 in 1 month with altcoins just this past month. And like, yeah, maybe growth like that continues. You should buy the dip. But altcoins are really sketchy, shitty projects that probably will not amount to anything. Some of them might amount to something. Some of them might not amount to anything. I think overall we're kind of in a massive bubble right now in almost all the markets based on like the Fed printing money and quantitative easing infinity. So that money is flowing into these assets, which I don't think people fully truly understand, but they're easy to buy and they go up like crazy, so everybody wants to get in. But realistically, altcoins, 95% of them are probably going to fail. You really don't want to fuck with altcoins. You just want a dollar cost average into Bitcoin for the long term. That's the best solution for most people. I also see people using like Celsius, the lending platform Celsius. I'm not a fan of that because it's based on the shitcoin or shit token, whatever you call it, the Cell token. Like, it was just created out of nothing, that token. You're collecting your interest in Cell, which is a shitcoin, for loaning your Bitcoin. That's literally the dumbest thing you could fucking do. So don't use Celsius. Use BlockFi, use Lend. The links will be down below in this video, as well as a link to my website where you can go and check out my blog where I write all about these lending services. There are some risks to the lending services, but there's not a lot of risk, even though I am a fan of offlining your assets and keeping them safe and secure for the long term and just dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. So if you don't have at least 10 Bitcoin, you should not be buying altcoins. I get why people want to buy altcoins because they're going to go up a lot in value, but a lot of them are shitty, worthless projects that are probably going to go to zero eventually someday in the future if there's not mass adoption, there's not mass success. And I worry about people getting caught holding the bag on these altcoins because I really just don't want to see people get burned. I was around in 2017 when people made a lot of money and lost a lot of money on ICOs, and I just don't want to see people get burned on ICOs. I made money in DeFi and watched people make money in DeFi, and then people lose it in DeFi. So it's like Bitcoin is a long-term stable investment that's going to go to $500,000 per coin. You don't see institutions really buying other stuff. Yeah, Grayscale has like an Ethereum trust and stuff like that, which that's cool. And Ethereum is an interesting platform and a project, and I'm not going to say I'm anti-Ethereum. I think Ethereum has potential. I don't like how centralized the mining and inferior is. I think that Bitcoin is better than that because it's a decentralized mining structure, and it's going to keep becoming more and more decentralized. And I think it's actually going to lead to green energy being like decentralized and made at people's houses, like solar on people's houses, wind at people's houses, maybe even local geothermal, maybe even local nuclear. We don't even know. But I think that that's the future of the energy markets. And I think that that's going to be the future for Bitcoin. People are going to be, maybe not individual families are mining it, but the decentralization of the miners and the containers is probably going to happen. It's going to go to rural areas where energy is cheap and temperatures are cold. And I think that's going to be renewable energy for the most part. So it's going to be interesting to see all these dynamics and how they play out in the market. But yeah, that's just my recommendation. Stay away from shitcoins. I mean, if you really want to trade shitcoins, I'll give you some of like the solid ones that you could potentially invest in for the long term. But I'm going to make you use a stop loss, and I'm going to make you sell them at some point in the future. Actually go in with a strategy, because I've been the guy who just buys random altcoins. They go up like crazy, just don't sell them, they go right back down. You don't want to do that. You want to take the profit into USDC, which is a stable coin that you can stake at 12% with Lend or 8.6 with BlockFi. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I really like. I think that's the best strategy for this. But like I said, dollar cost average into Bitcoin for the long term. That's really the best thing you can do. So don't buy shitcoins. Don't use leverage. People are always hitting me up like, oh, what's a good leverage position? I used to be a leveraged Bitcoin derivatives trader. And I really just think that leverage is for professionals, and you just really want a dollar cost average into Bitcoin for the long term. You can make money trading leverage. You can also lose money a lot faster trading leverage, and people don't fully understand that. So yeah, the Binance Futures Casino, the BitMEX Casino, they exist. I'm not a big fan of those. So yeah, this is kind of my video for the day. Today is February 24th, 2021. I'm going to try and start doing a video every day just to get information out there to the average consumer, because we're in a pretty big bull run right now, and I think a lot of new people are going to be joining Bitcoin. I'm here to help those new people not get screwed over by buying shitcoins, using leverage, lending with crazy companies. Like, that's all this shit that's going to help you lose your Bitcoin. The best thing you can do is dollar cost average into Bitcoin. Every time you get a paycheck, buy some Bitcoin. Offline your Bitcoin, secure your Bitcoin offline, keep your private keys secure. I'll teach you how to do that. That is one of the most secure things, the best things you can do. On my website, there's a blog about the best devices to use to secure your Bitcoin offline. And then 3, figure out how to get money into USDC at Lend at 12%, and then basically buy dips on Bitcoin with your 12% that you're getting. So you're basically getting free money to invest into Bitcoin. I mean, it's not free because the opportunity cost of putting your capital with this company to get the 12.25%, there's something there. But I mean, 12.25% guaranteed rate of return on USDC is awesome. You just take that 12% that you get paid and you just buy Bitcoin. You get paid, I think it's weekly or maybe monthly, I forget exactly. Also, I help people with leverage short positions if you're a long-term Bitcoin holder, or options, protective puts, selling covered calls. These are more advanced strategies for long-term Bitcoin holders and owners. So if you have like a decent number of Bitcoin already, I'll help you hedge against your downside risk, and we can try and stack some more Satoshis by spot shorting, leverage derivative short positions, selling covered calls, buying protective puts. I can help you with all that. I know that's kind of over a lot of people's heads. I'm here to help the average person get 10 Bitcoin or more. Don't buy altcoins unless you got 10 Bitcoin, essentially. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say today. Make sure you check out the links below, alphadigitalam.com. That's my website. There's going to be a blog link below that you guys can check out with all like the exchanges to use, the strategies, and like basically exactly what I'm doing. If you want to contact me, my phone number is probably going to be below and on my website. So yeah, please reach out. Alpha Digital Asset Management, here to help you get into Bitcoin safely and securely to secure your financial future. Pretty straightforward, simple stuff. Look forward to talking with all of you. And yeah, let's wrap this video up. Thank you very much.